Magandang araw ulit sa inyong lahat. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, si Attorney Rene Bueno. Ngayong araw naman na ito ay pag-uusapan natin yung naka-pending down na application for registration of the trademark Itbulaga under Class 41. Actually, hindi na naka-pending to because recently ay inaprubahan na to ng Intellectual Property Office. Yung Itbulaga under Class 41 filed by Mr. Joey De Leon. Kaya lamang medyo naguguluhan ng ating mga followers, subscribers at mga viewers kung bakit daw hanggang ngayon hindi pa na ipakikita yung certificate of registration duly signed by the responsible officer of the Intellectual Property Office. Kasi ang inaasahan daw nila dapat pagkatapos ng announcement na it has already been approved, siyempre ibabandera yan ni Mr. Joey De Leon dun sa kanyang Itbulaga show sa Channel 5. Kaya lang hanggang ngayon medyo naiinip sila bakit daw hanggang ngayon wala yung trademark registration. At naririnig nila nag-file daw ng opposition si Tape Incorporated at ano daw yung dismissal na sa opposition at apila ni Tape Incorporated na dinismiss ng Director of Bureau of Legal Affairs. At ngayon nga daw nagbabalak ang Tape Incorporated na gumawa ng apila sa Director General ng Intellectual Property Office. So ano ba to? Guguluhan sila. So dito sa episode na to, liliwanagin natin yung step-by-step procedure kung paano ba mag-file ng trademark application. So gagawin nating ehemplo si Mr. Joey De Leon. So ang unang step dyan, iipunin mo lahat yung mga dokumento mo to support your application for the trademark application. Pag nakumpleto mo, punta ka sa trademark office ng Intellectual Property Office at doon mo isusumite. Tapos yan ay i-endorso sa trademark examiner. And that responsible officer will now evaluate and assess all the necessary requirements. Kung isumite mo lahat yung important documents, then the trademark examiner will then endorse your application for approval. Hindi approval ng registration, but approval for publication. Okay, dadaan sa publication yan. That is the essence of due process. Palagi may publication, may notice palagi yan. Okay, mandated kasi ang Intellectual Property Office na palaging may announcement, palaging may notice, palaging may hearing. Okay? So pag nagkaroon na ng approval for publication, ilalabas yan sa official gazette. And in the case of IPO, meron silang tinatawag na e-gazette, Electronic Official Gazette ng Intellectual Property Office. Nung araw kasi makakapal na libro yan yung official gazette. Pero ngayon, siyempre, modern na tayo, advanced ang technology, electronic na yan. So, everybody can access it actually. Sa laptop, sa cellphone mo, makikita mo yan. The public will be given access to that e-official gazette. Okay. So, assuming na publish na yan, may period dyan within which dapat maipublish, and the purpose of that publication in the official gazette is to let the public know, it is an announcement to the public and to the whole world that Mr. Joey De Leon has filed an application for the registration of the trademark Itbulaga under Class 41. And during that period of publication, very critical to itong publication of the application for registration. Dahil during this period, kailangan dapat lumabas yung mga taong may interest, may karapatan doon sa trademark na Itbulaga under Class 41. That if they believe that they would be damaged by the application of Mr. Joey De Leon for the trademark Itbulaga, then they can file an application, or they can file an opposition, verified opposition to the Intellectual Property Office to oppose the registration of the trademark. So doon nila makikita sa official gazette, kasi yung official gazette para sa kaalaman ng nakakarami dito, yan yung official newspaper of a country, of our government, regarding the new laws created by Congress, by the Senate, yung publication ng mga treaties dyan nilalagay, mga legal notices, and in this case yung application for registration of trademark of Joey De Leon, because this would serve as a notice to the whole world that Mr. Joey De Leon filed an application for trademark of Itbulaga, particularly under class 41. So may period yan, 30 days. Kung 30 days yan, for example, during that period dapat mag-oppose ka. Okay? Napaka-critical yan kasi right mo yan. Pag hindi mo ginawang mag-oppose dyan, may technicalities yan. So in the case of Joey De Leon, nagkaroon nga ng publication tong kanyang application. So during the publication period, kapag walang nag-file ng opposition dyan, so magmumove forward, magpuproceed yung application ni Joey De Leon for registration. Pero kung meron nag-file ng opposition, the registration will be suspended. Kaso sa kaso ng Mr. Joey De Leon, wala naman nag-oppose during the publication period. So magpo-proceed yan for the registration, and there will be a recommendation for the approval of the registration of trademark Itbulaga under 41. So ganun na mangyayari niyan. So inaprubahan ng Intellectual Property Office yung kanyang application. Kaya lamang pumasok bigla tong si Tape Incorporated at sinasabi niya, magpapile kami ng opposition. So nagpile sila ng opposition. Kaya lang ginawa ng Bureau of Legal Affairs, sabi nila, denied yung opposition mo. So hindi sila nakontento, nagfile sila ng apila sa Bureau of Legal Affairs Director, which affirms the decision of the adjudicator. So siyempre, i-affirm niya yan because sabi ng Bureau of Legal Affairs Director, it was filed out of time. You have all the opportunity to file your opposition during the publication period. Everybody knows na nag-file si Joey De Leon ng application for the registration of trademark of Itbulaga under 41, no? Although may sinasabi si Tape Incorporated na technicality about the dates, no, of the publication, nagkaroon naman ng erratum, no? The erratum also includes the correction of the dates of the publication. So yun nga, to shorten everything, na deny yung kanilang apila with the Bureau of Legal Affairs. Okay, so magsasampa daw sila ng apila. Ano ang naging basihan ng Bureau of Legal Affairs to dismiss the appeal of Tape Incorporated? Ang basihan dito is Section 5 of letter B of the Rules on Appeal by the Intellectual Property Office. Ang sabi nila doon, if you will file an appeal or if you will file an opposition or appeal for that matter, and it was filed out of time, it will be dismissed outright. Agad-agad di-dismiss yan. Kaya kung mapapansin nyo, ang bilis ng pag-deny doon sa opposition, sampa ng apila, dismiss agad, because that is what the law provides. If you will file an appeal with the Bureau of Legal Affairs or with the Director General, if it was filed out of time, that would be dismissed outright, and that is provided by Section 5 letter B of the Rules on Appeal by the Intellectual Property Office. Ngayon, sa isang kaso na dinesisyonan din ng Director General at hanggang nakaabot nga sa Court of Appeals at Supreme Court, no, may isang kaso galing sa kanila na similar yung facts, no, similar yung case na kung saan nag-file din ng apila, but the appeal was filed out of time. Sinampa sa Director General. Kinonfirm ng Director General yung dismissal ng Bureau of Legal Affairs Director. Pumunta sa Court of Appeals, sabi ng Court of Appeals, confirm, hindi kontento yung appellants, pumunta sa Supreme Court. Ang nangyari, kinonfirm lang lahat ng Supreme Court, yung decision ng CA, yung decision ng Director General, yung decision ng Bureau of Legal Affairs, siya ng adjudicator. Why? Kasi if you will be filing an appeal out of time, outside of the reglementary period, then definitely the appellate court will be deprived of its jurisdiction to alter the judgment or the final order of the intellectual property office. Kasi yung pagpapail ng appeal na yan, jurisdictional yan, no? Pag wala yan doon sa reglementary period, mawawalan ng jurisdiction, no, ang appellate court to hear and decide your case. So if the court loses its jurisdiction, the final order, the judgment rendered by the lower court or by the quasi-judicial body will now become final and executory. So hanggang dito na lamang po, at ito pong muli ang inyong lingkod, si Attorney Rene Bueno. Sana po ay muli kayong naliwanagan at nagkaroon ng karagdagang legal na kaalaman sa episode na to. Maraming pong salamat.